Hi, Frank.
Hi, Jere. Here we are on another Seymour Smokies adventure. It's the Krisha and Frank show. Jere, thank you for filling in. You know how to pick them. We are at Carver's Orchard in Cosby, Tennessee, which is Cobb County. We have a longer version of the episode, and if you're watching this on the Krisha and Frank YouTube channel or at krishaandfrank.com, obviously you're watching the longer edition. So let's get on with it. Let's have dinner. Let's have apples.
Which would just mean more apples, right?
Well, yeah.
If it's the longer version, it's going to have more of the apples.
And you singing. I think we'll have to get you singing.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love me back by popular demand. We'll put that in the long version. Save it for the long version. I want to get people to tune in.
Sorry.
This is Kylen Thompson, and we are, of course, at Carver's Orchards. Kyle Carver Orchards, it says. That's your great-grandpa?
Yes, sir.
And that's why you're Kylen.
Yes, sir. This is the grater, and this thing here, it lowers down, and it washes all of the apples.
Okay.
And after the apples are clean, they go right up this conveyor belt up here, and they go into the peewee chute.
The peewee chute. So these are...
These are all of the apples that are too small to sell, so these will be mashed for either apple cider.
Like a honeycomb-shaped grid, and any smaller apples would fall right through the hole. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then we'd use these apples for cider or apple butter or fried apples, just anything that's too small to be sold in bushels
but
or
it's still
in baskets.
It's still good food. You don't want to waste food.
No.
Right, of course not.
And then after they go through the chute, they go in through here. They're scrubbed. There are brushes in here on the inside, and then they're dried right over in through here.
Oh my. Yeah, it looks like a car wash in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, a car wash for apples.
Have you ever had this job?
Yes.
Okay, so what did you do?
So, whenever you have this job, you get all of the apples that are good and pretty to sell, and we put them here in these baskets.
Oh, nice.
If the apples
So this is the true apple beauty pageant right here.
Yes, sir.
Where they come...
And we are the judges. Sometimes they'll have a bump in them, and then sometimes they'll have what's called a frost ring if they get too cold. People aren't going to want to buy apples like those, so we'll put them here on this belt.
Because they've already made it past the first screening process and size-wise. So now the ugly ones go up here on the ugly belt.
Yes, they go right here on the ugly belt.
And the pretty ones go here in the pretty basket.
Yes.
All right.
The ugly belt takes them to their own bin.
You don't call it the ugly belt. I just made that up.
Well, I like it.
Okay.
Well, I like it.
So from now on...
This is the ugly belt. This is the rotten belt.
Okay.
If there's a rotten apple, we put it up here and it goes right in the trash bin.
It does. Oh, and there's some in there.
Yes, sir.
There's the explanation right there.
Wow.
You can see...
Who knew there were so many different types of apples?
Wait a second.
What do we have?
What I love.
Ooh.
I love honey.
We have some lovely okra here, but I learned on the crossword today that okra is called the ladyfingers of vegetables.
I'm going to sit y'all right here because it's a really good window seat.
Well, look what's here already.
Ooh,
These are fritters.
Those.
What are apple fritters? They look like...
They look like donut holes.
Oh, I was going to say hush puppies.
I'm going to knock them out of the basket.
And here's apple butter.
Yeah, they do look like hush puppies.
They feel kind of hot.
They are kind of hot.
Oh.
I'll dip
Here.
this one. I could use a spoon or a fork, I guess. Probably the coolness of the apple butter with the hot of the fritter. Whew.
I did mine on the outside. Look out.
That is good apple butter.
Well, we just had a delicious dinner here
I'm
at
full,
Carver's.
but
After we had our chicken and dumplings.
chicken and dumplings that were so good.
And I had the pork chops, which are today's special. Here's a pro tip. You can order fried apples as a vegetable. Dump them on top of one of the pork chops.
Really, really good.
Anyhow,
Oh my goodness.
so now, because we're at Carver's and they're known for apple everything, we've now... I didn't think we were each getting a fried pie. She
I
said...
thought we'd split one.
Yeah. Saying I got a lumpy pie?
That's
rude.
looks like it's a nice big juicy
so
piece
rude to
of
say I
apple
have-
in there. Mix apple
In
pie
fact-
into the ice cream. There
In
you
fact,
go.
I'm making apple ice cream over here.
Yes. It's
All
so
right.
good. It's so delicious. I'll have you know, I've taken 3 or 4 bites without a bib.
Oh, right. Okay, I guess I'll turn
Very
off the
daring of me.
turn off the camera and put my lobster bib back on.
Well, thank you so much for including me in this one. I really love it.
Oh,
it's really been great. And the view is just so spectacular.
That's the view out the window at Carver's Restaurant. Here, let me get my water glass out of the way so you know it's not a still picture. Well, we're right here on the side of the driveway at Carver's Applehouse Restaurant, as you can see.
And
that's
orchard.
Oh yeah, well this is the everything right here. The Kyle Carver Orchard, where they have apples, peaches, grapes, honey, fried apple pies, apple cider.
I saw some things from other local farms as well in there, some jams and jellies.
Yeah.
That were like black raspberry.
On the sign behind us, you know, home-style cooking, and Stacy happened to be cooking today. The same Stacy who has the Stacy's Candy Shop.
Yes.
And you see the two things this here? I don't know if you can see right there. Chicken
and dumplings,
and
pork chops, which is what we had.
That's what we got. Because we're not that original. We just started on the sign and worked our way down. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you again next time on the Krisha and Frank Show, Seymour Smokies Insider Edition.